Right, okay. Dinner's ready. Happy days. What have we got? We got Wayfarer's beef stew and dumplings. So, does a DD Hammock's Scout hammock take my weight? Yes, yes it does. Right. Cool. That was close. Okay. So, every week I get asked, how do you get permission to wild camp? And the answer really is it's not what you know, it's who you know. In essence, that's the answer. Over here in Northern Ireland, as most places in the UK, there are very, very few places that you can just go and camp overnight without having to pay for it. We've got the Mourn Mountains over here, and yes, you're allowed to wild camp up there, as I have done a few times. But it's quite a trek for me. It's quite a way to go. So I tend to camp closer to home. And how I do that is get friendly with the Forestry Commission guys. That's it. My dad is a forester, woodsman, so being able to talk to people, in essence, is really the best way of getting permission. This is a new wood to me, as I mentioned before, and I just asked one of the guys that works the wood, and I just asked him, and he said yeah, not a problem. He knew I wasn't obviously a young idiot who's gonna just get drunk and leave a load of rubbish. And I set a challenge to him. I said, if you can find where I camped, then I will never camp there ever again, or something like that. You know, I basically told him, you're never gonna find where I camp. I have phoned up before and asked over the phone for permission, and I remember it was the video where where I woke up in the morning, early in the morning, and the deer, the juvenile bucks, were fighting. The juvenile stags were fighting. It was incredible moment. I just phoned the Associated Forestry Commission office with that area, and I just explained. I said, look, I make videos and I would love to be able to film deer in the natural environment overnight. Would you allow me to camp overnight and observe the wildlife? And after a few questions, and they said, yeah, that won't be a problem. In fact, it's the first time we've ever given permission for anyone to camp overnight in that particular wood, which was awesome. I got there when I said I'd get there, and there was a guy there to meet me from the Irish Deer Association. Maybe they got the impression that I was a big time video producer. I didn't tell them that, but maybe I could have given that impression. Anyway, yeah, got in there. He gave me the history of the woodland and all the different deer that were there, and just let me go on my merry way. And that was awesome. So I think that in essence is really the best way that I've found to camp in the woods. And obviously there's the etiquette with it. If you find a lovely woodland and you get the permission, you don't want to lose that permission. So leave no trace. Take all your rubbish home with you. Don't be tempted to start a massive fire. If they can see smoke, if the Forestry Commission can see smoke from your area, the chances are they ain't going to give you permission again. By all means, take a firebox or one of those portable barbecues, but keep the fire contained. That's just my advice. Don't put too much wet stuff on the fire. You don't want the smoke coming up through the canopy. Yeah, just go out and appreciate it. I would say keep your groups down to a minimum, but obviously it all depends on the permission that you get. You may build such a relationship that they're quite happy for you to take groups of scouts or the cubs or a group of blokes. You may get that eventually, but you're not going to get it if you upset anybody. So I think it's just be sensible, enjoy it for what it is. It's being at one with nature, and that for me is really important. Just the peace and quiet. And of course I don't mind taking you guys with me. But I'm going to turn you off now, and I'm going to enjoy my beef stew and dumplings. Oh man, not quite like Mum's dumplings, but and the sun's just come out. Oh, thank you, Lord. That's awesome. Right, what a blessing. What a blessing it is just to be out here. And the midges aren't biting yet, which is a bonus. So, I love you and leave you. And I'll catch you in a bit. Alright, God bless.